Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. I hope you're all doing well. This is grade 1 sciences. Student, we are going to conduct the third week of distant learning, and today is the first lesson of this week. We are all doing our work through online session, and today is the third week. So I hope you are all doing the work and submitting it timely in the Google Classroom. Keep on learning, keep on revising your work, and don't forget to submit the written work timely, as it is very important to check it. Otherwise, you will miss your learning. So today we will start our first lesson of this week. Before I start, I always say that keep your copies, skill books, and stationery items with you so that you may do the written work once it is finished. So, students, we were all learning about materials. We have learned that some materials are soft, like Play Doh, like formic sheet, like balloon filled with air. We also studied some materials are hard, like wood, like bricks, like stones, like steel box, and many others. We have studied that some materials can be stretched, like spring, like elastic. We studied that some materials are easy to be stretched, and those materials are sometimes strong and sometimes they are weak. In our previous lesson, we studied that some elastics are strong and some are weak. Those elastics which can hold the objects to a longer period of time, they are strong elastics, while those which can not hold the weight, they are weaker. So today we will reinforce the elastic and non-elastic materials, and similarly we will revise it again. How do we say that some materials are strong elastics and some are weak? So students, today we will do our work both in the skill and activity book. So keep your activity and skill books along with you to do your written work. So first of all, we will reinforce the topic. This is your activity book. Open your activity book and open page number 13. Write down the date at the top of your page. This is your classwork for today, and this is page 13. So look at all these pictures. A, B, C, and D. Now two students, Paula and Salima, they performed different elastic band experiments. They used some elastic bands. Some were thin and very thin. Some were medium elastic. Some were thin elastic. And some were thick elastic. A is very thin elastic. B is medium elastic. C is thin elastic. D is thick elastic. So look at the pictures. D is holding the weight and it is stretched very little. Look at C. It is broken. Elastic was thin, so it is broken. Look at B. Elastic is medium, so it is stretched a lot. It is coming down, but it is not yet broken. Look at A. Again, it is very thin elastic, so weight was too heavy, so that's why it broke up. So A and C, they are very thin elastic and they are weaker elastic as well. D is not stretched a lot, so it is a strong elastic, and B is a medium elastic. Now let's start with the question and answer. Look at the elastic band A, B, C and D. Which elastic band was strongest? Look at this. This picture is showing you very clearly that this is thick elastic and it is still holding the weight and it is not getting too much down. So D is thick elastic band. Look at B, it is holding it and it is stretched a lot. So it is medium elastic. Now A and C both are broken. Means that they are weakest. So which were the weakest? A and C. Now which elastic band could not be used to hold heavy objects together? So you can see that A and C because they were weaker. So with this we have completed our page 13. Let's turn the page for the next assignment work. Again, this is very interesting. You all know about the hot and cold objects. Hot objects have high temperature like flame, like fire, like hot milk or hot drink, and cool or cold objects, they have low temperature. Now look at the picture and join them with the heating and cooling objects. This pan on fire is joined with heating. This small stove showing flame is joined with heating, and similarly this matchstick is also joined with heating. Now look at these 1, 2 and 3. Here is an ice pack, it is joined with cooling. A glass containing ice, it is also joined with cooling, and ice cube, again it is joined with cooling. Now you can also color all these pictures. So this was all for today's lesson, and this was all for your activity book. Now we will do our classwork in the skill book as well. So let's start with the skill book. Here is page 34 of skill book. Look at this page. Now we have right now studied about hot and cold objects. Sometimes we place the liquids on the flame, they boil and they become hot. Sometimes we can place the liquid in the container and in the freezer, so they are cold. So liquid which are before freezing, they are water, cooking oil, fruit cordial diluted with cooking oil, and fruit cordial diluted with water. Now milk. Before freezing they are all liquid. Now once they are frozen, they are become solid. So water becomes solid after freezing. Cooking oil, it also becomes solid. Fruit cordial, it also becomes solid. Fruit cordial with water, it also becomes solid, and milk also turns solid when it is frozen. So boys and girls, this was page 34 of your skill book. Now read this page carefully and do the written work. Do the written work from your activity and skill books today and submit it timely in the Google Classroom. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.